I, first of all, like others, would wish to pay tribute to individuals on the government benches who have brought us here because of their tenacity, who have shown the courage of their convictions. Convictions that the government claimed to hold, but despite the obfuscation of the Prime Minister, are seeking to renege on, which is why I think this debate, as I say, is so welcome. It is an opportunity to rehearse the arguments that we've had before and others have said today. They remain. The principles still remain and the arguments still apply. It still is a situation that it is in our own economic self-interest to ensure that we remain committed to point 7. It is environmentally necessary, especially with the spectre of COP26 arising. It is also the case that international aid is a right, not a charity given by us. It's something that we need to repay for historical acts. But there are two primary arguments, two twin imperatives that I think apply, and they're the arguments I wish to make. First of all, there's the moral imperative that this is for humanity. We are all part of the human race and we require to look after our sisters and brothers wherever they are, whatever nationality or passport they hold, even whatever colour that passport may be. Equally, it's a necessity of public health, which is in fact the corollary of that, because it's in our own self-interest that we carry out these actions. Dealing first of all with the moral argument, it's been made quite clear by many others, quite eloquently, that this will be catastrophic. And it's not enough for the Prime Minister to say that this is a once-in-a-century event. It will be repeated, as we have seen with variants, and indeed we will face other health challenges if the Third World continues to face the problems that it does. That is why we have to address it. They are unable to deal as we are, despite the challenges that we're already facing. We've seen what happened in Africa with AIDS. The consequences for Africa of coronavirus are horrendous. It's therefore a moral imperative that we take actions to ensure that we protect them as well as protecting us, because that takes us on to the public health argument. Because if we do not address this issue there, then it will come here. We've already mentioned, as I said earlier in the speech, we've had Delta variants, we'll have other variants, we'll have even other variants that won't be capable of protecting us by the vaccinations that we've had. If it isn't the coronavirus outbreak, it will be some other form of ill health that will challenge humanity. And therefore we have to ensure that we take every step possible to ensure that not only do we protect ourselves, but we protect everybody. Because by protecting everybody, we do protect ourselves. People will march, people will come, people will ill, and people will be infected. If the border force can't keep out drugs, they won't be able to keep out individuals and an illness. It's therefore in our own interest to ensure that we carry out that moral imperative, which is quite right for the benefit of society, for all of us, and equally for our own individual benefit in our own land, and indeed individually, we protect the public health of this country.